I heard a guy earlier today. I was watching a video, and he said something that rang very true for me. That the the level of optionality that a guy has, the more optionality he has, the less likely he is to commit to one single woman. And I found that to be very true because as I think back, maybe even just a couple years ago or less than a couple years ago, when I felt like I didn't have much optionality, I ended up kind of committing to this one girl for like a few months or whatever, and then we broke up. But like looking back, I realized that is why I was willing to commit to her, even though it's not really who I wanted ultimately. But now I feel like I have not only kind of more options, but I have the ability to create optionality if I decide to. And so it's not just about like having immediate like access to women. It's also about like, do you have the power to create that in your life if you wanted to? And I feel like I do kind of have that ability. So that affects me a lot, because now I am a lot less likely to commit to one woman if I feel like I could enjoy optionality with others. And so I honestly, like, maybe for some guys if that's what they really want to do, but if you're like 20 or 21 or something and you feel like you don't have options, just know that you're completely normal. That's like a normal experience. If you're young like that, like high school, out of high school to early 20s is normal to not really have options. I went through that kind of, but those feelings eventually go away, and for the most part, and you start to figure things out a little bit. But I was gonna say, like, I wouldn't even recommend being in a relationship these days, like, because if you're a guy that realizes that you have some options, you're gonna be less likely to be in a relationship. And in my experience, I'm not gonna tell anyone else what they should do, but in my experience, I've been a lot happier as kind of like a single guy, just kind of doing what I want to do, and not like getting into a commitment. I've been way happier that way, and I assume there's a lot of guys out there that feel the same way. But then again, I think you should do what you want to do. But you'll learn from experience, most likely.